Hey everybody, welcome to a game called JUSANT. It's the best I can pronounce it. That's a French term for a receding tide. And this is part of a group of games that I've noticed a lot over the past year becoming quite popular called cozy games, or what I like to call these vibe games. We're going to be doing some climbing in this one. And I'm excited to see what that experience is like. A climbing game that's very relaxed. And you can just sit down and let all of your anxiety wash away. This is made by Don't Nod, who did the Life is Strange franchise. They're also sponsoring this video, so thank you so much for that. I'll have links down below for you to check this one out on your own. And I highly encourage you to do so. I'll probably talk a little bit less than normal in this video because I just want to get into it and see how relaxed we can be. I feel like this would be a great game to watch or play right before bed. You've got your candle going, if that's your thing. I usually have a candle going when I play horror games, funny enough. We have a saying around here, it's set the vibe. If you don't know what that means, it's lights off, headphones on, volume up. And I feel like this game needs that as well. I believe we have a friendly helper that's water-based. I'm not sure how they're going to come into play, but kind of excited to play a climbing game, actually. This is not something I've experienced before. Little crab, I wonder if he's going to be following us, or maybe there will be multiple. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a few. There's a few crabs. They're everywhere. So that's straightforward enough. Left trigger or right trigger, hold to grip. So you have to search for a hold with your hand. And then you release the right arm. Yeah, okay. I love stuff like this. Can I reach that top one? There we go. It feels pretty natural. That's really cool. The icon displays the rope's main carabiner. When full, it means the rope is wound in. When empty, the rope is attached to the wall. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. I gotcha. This is one of those games, like, you gotta take in the sights. I wouldn't be surprised if they had secrets and stuff that you could find. These carabiners automatically secure the climb and show you the right path to take. Okay, so we just kind of auto sync ourselves up there. Oh, okay. So you can kind of leap. It's nice that it just automatically attaches that for us. Okay, so we're climbing all sorts of things. Now, some games handle this really well by displaying different colors. And we do have some level of guidance here with these blue markings, which is nice. I'm tempted. The 3 small icons represent secondary, I don't even know how to say that, pitons. If they're full, they're available to use. If they're empty, I assume it means they're not. That was a little fast. Okay. Place a piton. Hold to load a jump. Cool. Okay, now what is this? We have like a grip meter. The right-hand gauge represents your stamina. Monitor it and keep it topped up to prevent yourself from falling. Do we have unlimited distance on our rope? Oh. It's hard to relay to you how this feels, and I think that's going to be a really important... Okay, rest. It's a really important aspect of this game is how it feels in your hand. I'm using a controller, and it feels very comfortable and very responsive to the way that we release the buttons, and everything is just... I don't know. It just feels good. It feels really good. And so I think that's a great start here. Okay, what do we have going on here? I kind of love that they don't tell us anything. They're like, here's a mountain. Climb it. We do have jumps. Let's see where this takes us. Okay, so there is some stuff to find. Another sleep turning over stones at the old delta. Harvest. 2 belay stations for parts. A good catch. That should be enough to reopen the route to the old cape. Otherwise, it's all smooth sailing. A couple of old lanterns I think I can revive. Folks used to throw this stuff away. Oh, and I finally caught an old knitting machine for Ennio, who's been asking for one for cycles. Not in great shape, but we should be able to tinker with it. Still not sure how I'm going to haul it up to low tide, though. Note to self, stop doing business with Rem. All he does is dismantle my discoveries, sell them for parts in the Heights. He claims to be a repairman, but he's nothing but a foam salesman, that's what. So this world seems to be focused around finding artifacts of old and reusing them for whatever purpose. The rope can be attached to most surfaces by holding down X. LB, RB, down, up. Oh, cool. Okay. So perhaps some shortcuts. Right, and then we're back down here, but we want to be up. If they can keep these explorable spaces coming like this would be awesome. It's almost like the seashell holds memories or something. Or maybe it's just conjuring up this memory for her. An ear to the past. Listen to a shell. Okay. Seems like it replays it. Cool. So I also need to piece together what this world is all about. And already the world building's pretty strong, so shouldn't have too many problems making something out of it. Eek, how are things at the Sawmill? Business has been slow at the restaurant. Almost no one came to the last music night, even though people are climbing down from all over. I know we don't play the shells anymore, but still. I was thinking that adding scaffolding to the side of the upside-down cliff might help steer passerbys this way. I miss seeing a packed patio. Can you take care of it? I checked with low tide and everyone agrees. Hey Mo, listen, these things happen. I hope one day you'll ask me to do something besides taking boats apart to make ladders. Like, if I'm free for a romantic dinner or two. Anyways, all good for your scaffolding since the village approves. I don't have much wood to choose from after that new path to the plane I had to build, but I still had a wreck, or I still have a wreck or two left over. I'll get to it when the currents allow. I owe you one, thanks, you're the best. By the way, do you ever run into old Sonia? I think she's rummaging around in your area right now. If you see her around, do you mind telling her I need a new hob for my oven? Mine's taking on water. In the meantime, set sail for the restaurant. I'm not sure how romantic it will be, but we can always share a half-cooked meal. Nice. So people do have roles. It seems like we're more of a scavenger. Some people are running a restaurant or other businesses, perhaps. Oh, that's cool. That's very little subtle scratch on the wall. You got some serious momentum, too. That's cool. Okay, stay attached to the wall. There we go. I'd be curious if anybody's watching this that has climbing experience similar to stuff like this, and how realistic these rock placements are and stuff. I mean, obviously it's curating a path for us, but here's another shortcut. Okay. There must be reasons for these that we just don't have yet. Like why we would need to venture back down there quick. Bizarre little universe we have here. Now, like, do I have to place that? We're gonna find out. Oh, that was my bad. Okay, doesn't seem like there's falling damage. I imagine they don't want you, like, falling to your death consistently. Okay. There was another game recently that was quite popular, maybe about 6 months ago. It was all about climbing, but it was very much obstacles and like crazy launches and stuff like that. This is not that vibe. This is very different and very chill. Oh, cool. Oh. You gotta have serious strength for this. So I guess the idea is you set this down before you jump, so that if you fall, you're just hanging from here. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. Oh, double jump. Cool. Okay, that's awesome. One of my favorite things that games do is set up like a good tutorial. Oh, that is pretty accurate. Where they're just slowly layering on the mechanics, and this game seems perfect for that. While I'm out here. Look at this. We can just hang out here. I'm hitting the rest button here, and that's cool. How she, like, removes her hand from that. I've personally never played a game that captures the essence of climbing like this. Okay, so now that I have one there, I feel like because I'm going to do a jump, I don't need that other one. And this is where some of the problem solving will come in. You can see I'm going to push the stamina a bit here just to see what happens. Okay, let's let it chill. Whoa. You get into a sort of flow. And then when you lose that flow, you do feel like a little bit awkward, and that's probably how people really feel when they're climbing. Whoops. Bring these all in. Oh my god, cool. And then you see a basic ladder, and it's exciting. It's like, oh, I can just rifle up there. Also notice, no objective markers. No, like, go here, do this. Just explore. Oh, weird. What's this? Complete a cairn. Oh, neat. Lynn's gone to the heights to ask to extend the site. With the boss gone, the wind's gone out of our sails when it comes to digging. It's not such a bad thing. Lifting boxes, crates, and barrels is my area of expertise. But shifting their old stones, at the slightest pitch and roll, everyone's knees start quaking. Anyway, I was just getting used to the idea of working with archaeologists, making myself useful again, and already the work's dried up. I doubt it'll start up again. I don't see how we can move forward. How about you? How are things in low tide? Is Dee Dee still refusing to go to school? My love, I'm always so happy to hear from you. We miss you so much, Dee says. I'm homeschooling her, and I'm very much out of my depth. Do you remember the names of all the regions of the tower? I don't even remember learning that. I gave Dee a homework assignment about the old altar to keep her busy for a while. She's supposed to copy the design. I ended up going with her. It'd been ages since I'd last ventured behind the village. I'd forgotten how dark it is. But you know Dee, she's gutsy, and she's enjoying diving into the past just like you. Speaking of which, have your archaeologists figured out how tides work? They've been digging for a while now. Get it? Do you know when you'll be able to come back up here? You're seeing a lot of references to tides. Okay. Nowhere to go in here. Okay, so that's what we were meant to find. Now I wonder, it does look like I could jump this. Or drop that for a little extra safety. So that took me around. There's... Maybe we can... We didn't check the other side of this. Oh, cool. This is the kind of thing that gets me in games like this, where it's heavily exploration-based. Is you come to, like, these big, really important, like, sightlines, I guess. And just as you've been climbing higher and higher and higher, you see something like that, and you're like, okay, challenge accepted. What do we have here? Little workshop. Hey, Bianca, you must have cast off for who knows where. I went back to the portal relay, still no water, surprise, surprise. Sally and Faz are still sorting through everything by hand. And I've gotten roped into helping with deliveries. Me? On Pebble Beck? You can imagine what a sight that is. Even I'm laughing at myself. Still, why not, eh? It's a fresh start. And I quite like seeing the world as the mail comes in. Well, it'd be nicer if this damn Pebble would just change course when I ask it to. I'm telling you, it's stubborn. Worse than old Yom. Honestly, though, what a nightmare. Anyway, I'm gonna miss the tide at this rate. I left your mail by the door. All these little creatures. It's very bizarre. Oh, here's another cairn. So this is just up the stairs, I see. And I imagine if we get to the top of this, the view is going to be pretty stunning. Oh, interesting. That doesn't seem like a jump that I can make. Although, maybe from a higher ledge. Oh, it's blocked, though. I guess I could rope down from up there to access that. Oh, we actually have... Nice. I love that we have multiple uses for this thing. Okay, so now what I want to do is drop. Keep it attached. Huh. Look at these pipes in the walls. I wonder what that's for. I wonder if that's like a communications thing. Somebody's down here in this kind of lookout. Is there another one in here? No. Interesting. I'm finally leaving. So happy I couldn't sleep a wink. At the old harbor master's office, a note caught my eye. It sounded like poetry. Expedition to the clouds, seeking hope and water. Join us at 12 octaves. Becca and Arlo's farm, Highfield, to journey together. It's cool how they've got a different, they're using different words for time. They're talking about join us at 12 octaves or something about cycles, I believe we saw. After spending so long marinating and trying to find meaning in life, it'll do me good to see the world, as Em would say. Hopefully we'll be stopping by her hut. Just the thought of seeing her again is enough to tell me I'm making the right decision. With any luck, there'll be other adventurers leaving from low tide. I don't want to make my way to the meeting point with the rest of the expedition all by myself. The only time I ever left here was for the harvest festivals when I was such a small fry. So an expedition like this is no small matter. They want to set sail for the clouds. Oh no, my parents. I forgot about them. What am I going to tell them? Hey folks, I'm off on an adventure. See you around if, and only if, I make it back alive. Of course, Bianca dear. Don't forget to bring snacks. Better not say anything. And I should bring snacks. What else? What do people normally take on this type of trip? One thing's for sure. What's a journey without a logbook? I've got it covered. I plan to make like the expeditions that set off for the salt plain in search of springs. I'm going to scatter my journal entries along the way for anyone who might come after us, starting with this message. Farewell, my lighthouse. You welcomed me with wonder and have kept me company as I've pondered too much. You've always been there for me. I'm leaving you for the weavebeaks, who will watch over you from the sky. And to watch over this message, I'm leaving one of my creations. Adventure calls, Bianca. Cool. Okay. Let's get to the top. Now, I'm wondering if they'll introduce ledges and stuff that can break. You maybe have to, that, like, forces you to climb a little quicker. I'm gonna go a bit lower here. Probably have to go even lower just to get close enough. Oh, that is kind of sweaty. where should we take this? Here. They do a good job with the momentum, too, I feel. Now, can I jump this? Yep. Okay, hold on. Oh. I asked Mo for help, but it's no use. The door won't budge. There's no way of knowing how its inner mechanisms work. Does it have anything to do with the Lost Ocean? Mo wasn't much of a handyman either, but you'd think we would have been able to figure it out between the two of us. He had to weigh anchor. A date, he said. It's true, he did seem rather dressed up to tinker around. Rather perfumed, too. None of this answers my questions. I've explored you from deck to hold, and I'm no further along than when I started. I still don't know what you could have been used for, my lighthouse. Your paintings seem to allude to water falling from the sky. Rain. But, pff, that's pretty vague. Now what am I supposed to do? So it doesn't rain here anymore. Interesting. Okay. What should we do here? Oh. Why don't we use the very convenient ladder? That makes sense. Wild. What is that thing? It's my cute little water blob. Looking it up, the name is Ballast. My water blob. Okay. Seems like we've done that before. Like, that's not a huge surprise. But it's a surprise to me. I do just want to check to see how high up this specific section goes. Okay, so this is going to link us back down. So now we have a two-way traversal, I think. By using right direction, your companion will be able to see the next objectives as well as certain collectibles. Oh, okay. What does this mean? Okay. We need to get up there. I'm just gonna view that from here. Okay, so there's different colored circles. Maybe some are collectibles, some are objectives, some are maybe side objectives. Man, very cool. Guys, I think this is good for a one-off video, just to kind of get a sense of what this game's about. It looks like we could climb up that direction and see if we find another path to get up there. Or, actually, I wonder... Yeah, maybe this thing will grow. Is that possible? Generate an echo. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. That is very cool. Okay, well, guys, I could keep I could keep going, and it's probably gonna find new stuff that continues to surprise me, but this is incredible. I love stuff like this. It's so different, and this is what I love about video games. You can create these really cool experiences, like JUSANT, and I don't know if this is everybody's cup of tea, but it might surprise you to know that this is my cup of tea. I enjoy stuff like this. This is a really cool palate cleanser as well if you play a lot of games that are similar to what I typically play. It's nice to sit down and just vibe with something and be very zen. So I enjoy this very much. Check out the links down below if you're interested yourself. If you guys really like this, I'd be open to doing more of it too, because this is a totally chill vibe. How many times did I say vibe this episode? You tell me. Thanks everybody for watching. See you next time.